60 Minutes just did a piece yesterday on the Great Resignation, and shockingly, it's not good. It's currently on YouTube. It's #2 trending, has 537,000 views, 11,000 likes. And I would love to tell you how many dislikes, but of course YouTube has decided to hide those for some fucking reason. Must not have any dislikes. Didn't have any dislikes. So let's get into the actual segment and a couple of the issues that I have with it. First off, they titled it The Big Quit. Now, she does mention that it's also called The Great Resignation, but I think that there's a reason why they called it The Big Quit. And I think it's because great has usually a good connotation for it. And Great Resignation, I don't think that, as you can see in the rest of the piece, they're not really pro-worker here.
I think the pandemic brought that moment of reflection for everyone. What do I want to do? What makes my heart sing?
That's Karen Kimbrough. She's the chief economist at LinkedIn, and she's basically saying that the pandemic allowed people to just reevaluate what it is they want out of life. Not that it caused the people to reevaluate how glaringly obvious it is that corporate America does not give two shits about the lives of its workers. At one point, they interview a restaurant owner, and they're talking about how a lot of people were saying that the government was handing out too many unemployment benefits during the peak of COVID, as if we're not there now, too, and that people just don't want to work. And they do actually point out that after those benefits ended, the amount of people that quit actually went up. So that doesn't make any sense. The problem is they don't really look into why that is, or discuss one of the main reasons, which is in many cases, for some people, it's cheaper to not work. Given the cost of healthcare, transportation, childcare, some people are just like, well, I just can't afford to go to work, so I'm just not gonna. They also discuss how many people are relocating. They're moving from really expensive places like San Francisco to cheaper places like Greensboro, North Carolina, and Miami for some reason. Anyway, they would talk about how housing prices are so high, but they don't talk about why that might be. They interviewed a total of 5 people for the piece. The LinkedIn executive you already saw, a restaurant owner, a construction company owner, the founder of a startup for hiring virtual assistants, and then one of those virtual assistants. So 4 business owners, and the 1 employee's boss is also in it and was probably going to watch in case you said anything bad. They somehow managed to take something that is a worker-centric issue and not talk to any independent workers. It's like doing a piece on segregation and then only asking white people what it's like to be able to be in the same diner as a black guy. But this is the worst part.
It's not a work problem, it's a worker problem. It's a worker problem.
For something that seems to be a worker problem, companies seem to be shaking their fucking boots about not being able to hire enough people. Eat shit, 60 Minutes.